Hi everyone, this is Wayne Kramer coming at you from beautiful southern Indiana. It's a really nice October day. If you've read my new book, Heroes of Time Legends, Murdoch's Choice, then you might remember that on the ship, the Queenie, the captain and his crew have some chickens on board. Now this is actually based in history where sailing ships of the past would have chickens on board, specifically egg-laying hens, for the purposes of food, of sustainable food, of consistent food source for a source of protein, which made a big difference on these long voyages. So I thought today we would show you our little homestead here where we have chickens. And here to help me with that is my trusty assistant, Dawn. How you doing, Dawn? Okay, so why don't you give us a little tour here and introduce us to your chickens.
Okay. So this is Goldie.
Goldie, and we get good eggs out of Goldie, don't we?
Yep.
These hens are very gentle, often. It's the roosters you have to watch out for, and we don't have any roosters here. Not anymore, at least.
Is Flower.
Now what kind of a chicken is this?
This is a Amber Star.
Amber Star.
All the white ones.
All the white ones are Amber Stars. Can you tell us what kind the others are?
That red one right there is a Red Star. And that black one over there is a Black Astlerlorp.
Awesome.
And
So we got one resting under the table, I see.
yep, that's Ashley.
It's Ashley. Hello, Ashley.
This is Amber. She has a really big comb
Uh-huh.
for a hen.
Very nice.
She likes to be held.
Now, how often do the chickens lay? Would you say every day? Every other day?
I lay one egg every day.
One egg every day. So you can imagine on the ocean how important it is to have good, healthy, egg-laying hens. Okay, well, why don't you show us around the setup here?
Okay. This is their water bowl. And here is where Red likes to come up on this perch here. And this is their dust bath.
Okay, so the dust bath. And the chickens like to have a dust bath, don't they?
Yeah, to cool themselves down. And this is their food bowl over here.
Yep. And what do you feed them?
We feed them split green peas, chicken pellets, sunflower seeds, and that's pretty much it. Sometimes cracked corn. It's either cracked corn or some other type of corn.
Yeah. So they like to squawk a lot. Do you know what their different calls mean?
Well, when they fluff up, sometimes it means that they're mad.
Oh, man.
They usually do that when you set them down after you've held them. And that one right there, Amber, is the loudest.
She's the loudest.
But they can all get really loud when they want to.
And so we also have some chicks, right? That we just brought out here. Let's take a look at those.
In here we have some barred rocks, Black Star, and another Black Astlerlorp. The Black Astlerlorp is right there. Say hi. And all those barred rocks are the ones that have lots of patterns on it.
So can we open this up? Are we safe to do that?
Yes, they will not jump out.
Okay, good. We don't want them to jump out. The big chickens are not really quite used to the little ones yet, and they wouldn't really get along, so we have to keep them separate.
We have not named them yet.
Yeah?
But here is one of the barred rocks.
He's just got a little bit of that fluffy down featheriness there. And mostly they're starting to grow their regular feathers, aren't they? And we got all hens, at least as far as we know, these are all hens. You can't really tell until they're a little bit older. We had a surprise one time, didn't we, Dawn?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, awesome.
Down here is, they don't go down here much yet because they're still really little.
So we have a little ramp.
I get afraid. Yeah, they have a ramp and then they have some water down there. I think I need to change that soon.
So fresh food, fresh water, fresh wood chips, good places for them to scratch around.
The
That's
chicks
all
like
important.
to lay in the sun. They like to lay in the sun and stretch out.
Yeah. Okay, well, there you have it. Our little chicken homestead here. Oh, why don't you show us where where we get the eggs real quick.
Oh, okay.
So this is all, this run here is all attached to an actual coop. And so you can see we have this run area, this open area, and then we have kind of a covered run area, which makes for a nice environment for the chickens. And here we have the actual coop itself with the egg box. You know, show us what that looks like. We probably already got the eggs out today, didn't we?
Yeah, we got 4 this morning.
Okay.
They don't really lay in here anymore for some reason, but maybe the new ones will.
And where do they lay now?
They lay in some nesting boxes we built inside. Right here. They don't really lay in this top one. They like to lay in the bottom one. And
that's a fake egg, by the way.
yes.
Well, there's
Also,
a couple of eggs right there. All right, so we got a couple of eggs down here. So used to, our chickens would all lay in the egg box, but now they have decided they like variety.
They like this little corner that they made for themselves over here.
And yeah, they like the corners and the little mini boxes.
This came from the black astrolorp. They lay really small eggs.
Oh, okay.
Like this.
Both of those. What about the other one? Is that from one of the amber stars?
This is either from the red star or one of the white stars. I mean the amber stars.
Okay, okay. Awesome. We have little chicken curtains in here.
Yep.
You know, happy chickens like happy decor. Okay. Dawn, thank you very much for that tour and for introducing us to the chickens. You can see we actually are free ranging a little bit right now. We've got the run is open and they can walk about and pick for bugs. Chickens are great for eating ticks and little pesky insects that nobody wants around. And they're very well behaved for the most part. They actually will put themselves up in the coop eventually later on. They don't really wander too far off. They kind of like to stick around where it's safe.
One of my favorite spots.
And here we have a couple of raised beds, and so why do you think this is a favorite spot? Just a different place to scratch around?
Yeah, they like to scratch in like hay and dirt and like dirt that has worms in it and stuff. So this is one of their favorite spots.
All right. Okay, well, turn this around. There you have it. I hope you enjoyed this little tour of our Indiana homestead with the chickens and my assistant Dawn. We hope you have a great day. If you like this video, please click the button to subscribe and please click the little like button. Thank you very much and have a great day, and may the winds fare you well.